Okay, hello and good day to everyone that is really tuning in here at the Sphere Rocket Podcast Network. My name is Wayne. I'm going to be the host once again for today's episode, and with me today is the Chief Virtual Assistance Operation Officer. Now, that's a mouthful, but it definitely sounds like definitely means like it's a really important position. So we got Lucky. How are you doing today? And what was the last meal that you've ate?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
What was the last meal that you've ate?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. My name is Lucky. Good day. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening to everyone. Yeah. Last meal I ate is, I don't know. It's a Filipino food. Um, Ginataang
Definitely with
langka.
rice then. What?
Yeah. Ginataang langka.
Oh man, I missed that. I didn't hate that in a while. When the moment you mention Filipino food, you need to expect that it has rice in it. I mean,
Yes.
that's just Filipino in general, and ginataang langka, the creaminess of the coconut milk. I'm getting hungry. I wish I ate something before doing this podcast, but yeah, that is definitely a hearty meal to have, and hopefully it will be sufficient to fill you up for the rest of your shift, or maybe you'll still take a coffee or two as a snack. But yeah, so Lucky, how, I guess to start off, can you tell us first about yourself, your background prior to becoming a VA?
Oh, yeah. Something about myself. Aside from being the operations officer for VAs of my client, I'm also a coach in Sphere Rocket, EAVA coach. So
Oh,
prior to joining or being a VA, I was as like 80% of you interviewed that came from the BPO industry, but
hmm?
um I am already a VA or I'm doing this VA stint for already 8 years,
Wait,
8 or 9,
VA exists 8 years ago. It's like
more than
2015.
8 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah. I've only heard about VA industry after or during the pandemic time.
during the pandemic. Yeah.
How was the VA industry back then, 2015, 2016?
Oh yeah, it was booming. Back then, rates was high.
Mhm.
Jobs was like all around. Then the pandemic hits. Everyone decided to move to the VA industry since
Supply and demand.
supply
It's
and
kind of
demand. More supply, lesser the demand. Demand became low, so salaries went lower as well since
uh,
everybody wants to get a job.
yeah.
So back then,
So it was better back then compared to now.
it depends. It depends on how you see it.
Oh, okay.
If you've been a long time VA, it's gonna be better back then. But if you're starting VA, it's okay right now.
It's okay. I mean, yeah. The best thing is the VA industry exists. People can work comfortably at home, and
Yep.
more opportunities, more job opportunities for people. And yeah, I guess the rates would be the different. But how about the setup? I don't know how much popular Zoom is or any of the other VA tools that we have. Is it more technical or are less technical?
Not really less technical, but just different tools.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, Skype was uh, the usual tool that you would go to for communication back then. Slack.
Mhm.
Now you got Slack. Sometimes just email.
Mhm.
Google Chat. Yeah, Google Chat
Yeah.
was the heart of it back then. Plus plus Skype.
Skype. Oh my. It's been a while since I've heard of Skype. I mean, back
Yep.
then Skype was used to talk to, yeah, family members from overseas. That's
Family,
what I've
family
used.
members from overseas, but that
Yeah,
was
that
the
was a
main
method.
communication tool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. You can use it as well as communicating from your bosses or employers from overseas. But prior to becoming a VA back then in 2016, then were you involved in a different career path or was VA your entire life?
Yeah, I was from the BPO industry as well.
Mhm.
Um, get tired of all the
Toxicity?
um
Yes.
toxicity, the office drama, the
Yeah.
hierarchy and stuff. And yeah, my first my first child was born. I
Hmm.
decided to work from home because
Hmm.
I'd like to be a hands-on parent. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the main reason why. She's 9 years old, so yeah, I'm guessing I'm 9 years in the VA industry as well.
Oh wow. So yeah, it's easy to keep track then on how long you've
Yeah.
been working by using how old. But it's actually really nice, you know. A lot of people tend to miss out those crucial years, especially the first 5 or maybe 10 years during a child's growth. Like I was interviewing someone earlier that she was working in the BPO industry for nearly a decade. And during that time, she discovered the VA industry and her kids were already like 20 years old, like really older. And she realized how much time she missed out. I mean, yes, she was able to provide financially, but it's priceless to have that actual parent time spent with them. So I guess that's also one of the main reasons why people tend to jump over to the VA industry to have more time for themselves and yeah, for more work-life balance. And how were you first got introduced to the VA industry, or were you already aware of it, or just some random friend just told you like, oh, you know that you can get this job or you can work at home?
Actually, all of the above. My friends were into the VA industry way back 2010. They were like, "Come on, work with us. Have a work from home setup." Way back 2010, I was like, "Nah, I like to follow my dreams, do some job." Then I ended up in the BPO industry, and then I realized, nah, I think I might want to have like move out of my comfort zone and try working from home because way back I was an outgoing person. I like to have someone to talk to regularly,
Be in the
like
office where people
be
around
in the
you, yeah.
office. Yeah. And when I started working from home, I became antisocial.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the best communication you can have is via Zoom with your coworkers, but yeah, it's still different where you can just look to the side, and then, hey, how's your, that kind of like interactions during the office. But do you miss that interaction, or you're happy with how the work setup is as a VA now?
Yeah, I'm way happier.
Mm-hmm.
I can work in peace, number
Mm-hmm.
one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not missing the workspace drama and
Yes.
all
The
those
gossips.
the gossips and stuff. And yeah, um, my office is like 5 steps away from my room, so uh,
Yes.
5-10 minutes, I wake up, make some coffee, wash my
Uh-huh.
face, put on some clothes,
Mm-hmm.
not clothes, like clothing, upper
Professional,
clothing,
formal clothing. Yeah.
upper clothing,
Uh,
and you're
you
ready to
could be in
go.
your boxers right now, and we wouldn't know.
Yeah, nobody would know.
Yes. But yeah, it's really convenient to have that kind of setup. And I think it was just you worried about, yeah, as you mentioned, stepping out of your comfort zone. Like, oh no, maybe it's going to be a lot harder. I'm used to doing this. And if I suddenly got to home, maybe I wouldn't be as productive. But, once you're at it, it's just systematic and, it's just natural. You just slowly get in with the rhythm of your body. And, that's how you slowly got into a new environment, especially in the VA industry. And yeah, given the amount of experience you've had in the VA industry, so how were you able to be introduced into Sphere Rocket?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a really good story. Actually, I'm one of the first 10 hired agents of Sphere Rocket. I confirmed with Shireen, I'm the longest one running right now. When they started way back 2000s. Um, when the pandemic started, what happened was I got laid off from my previous client, so I was like job searching, and then I asked one of my friends. He was already working with Sphere Rocket starting January 2020. Then I started right around March when I got laid off. So my client was one of the first clients as well of Sphere Rocket. So I got bombarded with like 5 interviews, right? All of the same time. You go interview for 5 people, same day. Okay. And the good
Same day. Okay.
same day, yeah. It was not really that systematic back then. Not like right now. You go screening, then first interview, then second interview, then client interview. Back then, get to talk to Shireen when she likes you. You get you get to talk to a client. Um, that's way back to 2020, and all of those five clients wants to get me. But
Wow.
luckily,
Okay. In demand. Okay. So
in demand, yeah,
you were cherry picking basically.
yeah, it was the other way around. I choose the client, and luckily, just like my name, I ended up with my client right now. So she's Diana Dobsloff of the Southwest Life Real Estate Group. She's also a coach in Sphere Rocket. She coaches the clients. I coach the VAs. So we're a tandem. So and 3 years and a half from 2020, here I am now.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely made the right choice in the client because you're still working, you're still rocking with your client, and yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so this is an honor to be speaking with one of the original 10, the longest running Sphere Rocket VA. And are you still involved somehow in the process within Sphere Rocket, or are you just exclusively working now for your client? Because you said you're also involved in coaching the people here, or yeah, our VAs as well.
Yep, I still do coaching. I'm still involved with Sphere Rocket. I'm still under Sphere Rocket, of course. I don't want to leave here.
We don't
Everything's
want you to
awesome.
leave as well.
Yep. Justin's awesome. Shree's awesome. Everybody's awesome. So yeah, I'm still involved. I do coaching. I have coaching later. That's why um
Okay, we
I
need to be
scheduled
strict with the time now.
yep, with the time.
Okay.
So same time later, around 2 a.m. Manila time.
Okay. Yeah, and okay, so now yeah, I can hear only praises for to Sphere Rocket from you. So I want to know where these praises are coming from, other than in a general term, awesome. What did you saw? What did you see in Sphere Rocket's management in general that made you feel different? Because you had prior experience as a VA. So what's different with Sphere Rocket compared to your prior experiences?
Yeah, really good question. The reason why I said it's awesome because I'm working here. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
No
Besides
bias.
the fact that I'm working here and coaching in Sphere Rocket, they really got a good structure, especially with taking care of the VAs. Like there's no other company out there that I know of that has like the coaching calls, like the mastermind calls that keeps the VAs improving. It's not like you get stuck just doing what you know. You got room to grow, you got room to learn more, and the coaching sessions are really nice. You could learn a lot if you don't know to be an SMM. For example, you have CK, you have DJ to that coach you with other stuff. If you need to learn more about marketing, you got I forgot her name. Hold on.
I love how I'm already
Michelle.
impressed that you know some of them by name. So,
Yep, Michelle. Yeah.
oh yeah, Mitch.
And if
From the
you like
marketing, yeah.
to if you like to have like more personal growth, you have Mamita Bell and stuff. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really great. Um, like I said, it's the only company I know right now that has those kinds of coaching sessions. So, as a VA, that gives more value to you. It gives more value to your professionalism. It gives more growth to you because that's my motto. The only way you can like be more is to grow more and to learn more.
And it's all free of charge as well, so it gives
Yep,
you
free of charge.
opportunities to grow more. I mean, it's not only for already hired VAs, it's also for people who wanted to be VAs. So you would have a better chance. And yeah, Sphere Rocket invests not only in its already hired, but also potential VAs that would be great to be paired with the clients. And yeah, since you're still involved, how is the process now in terms of like onboarding new people? Is it more convenient for you compared to how you started at Sphere Rocket, or compared to the other experiences that you've had before in other agencies?
With onboarding, I was not really like onboarded way back. I just started right away
Oh yeah.
because because my client was the one who onboarded me. But right now, as I can see, because I'm also doing the hiring process in our company in our with my client. I'm the one doing the final interview. So I think with the last few hires that we had, I think it's much better right now compared way back. Compared to the others, I don't really know because my experience with the other companies was way back too. So I really can't compare. And I'm not with other companies, so
Yeah.
I really can't compare.
I see. But it was smooth sailing. I mean, a lot of people have been sharing their sentiments. Yeah, Sphere Rocket focuses only not on the talent or the skills, but also the character in terms
Yep.
of being paired with the clients. Like, as you mentioned earlier, Miss Shireen, if Miss Shireen likes you, I mean, it's not just like a bias, like likes you,
No,
like
no,
it's the character.
the character.
Because as a VA, it's more than just skills you need to showcase. You need to showcase that you can work properly with the client that you're going to be assigned to. So character plays a huge role in terms of being chosen as a client. So with that being said, if you would have any advice at all to any aspiring VAs, given you're quite a veteran in this industry already, so how to make them to hopefully help them have a better shot of landing a VA job, what would be your advice for them?
Grow. Learn a lot of skill. If you're really new to the VA industry, be a jack of all trades. Don't be cherry picking what jobs you may like. If you got offered an SMM job, get it. If you are offered a cold calling job, go get it. If you're starting, then grow into that role and then learn more. Um, my advice to the newbies would be like what you know like a year ago won't be up to date as of this moment. Like Facebook algorithms change, a lot of technologies change. There's like AI right now which was not present like a year or 2 years or 3 years ago, which is going to be your tool and your best friend as well. So as much as possible grow, like what I'm teaching in my class. Always have that passion to learn. Be use that learning, use that accumulated knowledge to be of your advantage so you could land a client. It's better to have like 2 3 pages of skills in your CV or your resume instead of just I just know MS Office.
I have good management skills.
Good management skills, good speaking skills, good
Good
communication
speaking
skills.
skills, good English skills. Yeah, it's better to have technical skills, which clients will be look because those are common things you mentioned. But if you can put that, I have AI, I have experience working with AI technology. Yeah, that is something that will make your resume stand out. And it's true. Don't be complacent, basically,
Yep.
because it's a really fast-paced environment, especially in the VA industry. Yeah, what you're doing a year ago is not relevant now, or maybe even in the next few weeks, it's not going to be relevant at all. That's how fast the world is growing. And that's why also what makes Sphere Rocket awesome is we do provide those updated training that continues to grow as as time goes as well. So you would always be up to date. So we will cut off to a short commercial break, and after this, we'll be back in a few seconds.
Ever dreamed of swapping your hectic office for a comfy home workspace? At Sphere Rocket VA, we make that dream a reality. Say goodbye to rush hours and hello to remote work. Enjoy more time with family, more time for yourself, all while building your career. Interested? Apply now at www.spherejobs.ph.
And we are back at the Sphere Rocket Podcast Network. Once again, I am Dwayne, and with me today is Lucky, one of our hired VAs, or if you can see in his title, it's a mouthful, but Chief Virtual Assistance Operation Officer. yeah, inhale that for a little bit. But yeah, that's been an awesome episode by far. And Lucky, I guess for this part of the podcast is I would like to ask you as well in regards to your client, if you can share what their business is about, which states are they operating on, and how to reach them, perhaps, if you have that information.
All right. Yeah. My client is Deanna Dobsloff, working with the Southwest Life Real Estate Group in Albuquerque. So Albuquerque, New Mexico. So for anybody who likes, or is if anybody is looking for any properties that you like to buy, or if you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or if you're looking for a referral partner in Albuquerque, we are open. You can follow us. Just type in Facebook or Instagram, the Southwest Life /RE, and or the southwestlife.com. You could always find us there.
Okay, and that is it for if we'll get that posted as well as we post this episode. And Lucky, maybe you wanted to give a quick shout out to your co-employees, your employers before we end this episode.
All right. Yeah. Hi, Deanna Dobsloff. Hope you can watch this episode. And to my co-workers and to my fellow VAs, I'm gonna be plugging my coaching class. It's every Wednesday at 2 a.m. Manila, so that's technically Thursday. Thursday 2 a.m. Manila. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, don't miss Lucky on his coaching sessions if you wanted to learn more from the veteran himself. Nearly a decade in the VA industry. So yeah, that's something to look forward to as well. So that is it for today's episode here at the Sphere Rocket Podcast Network. And hopefully we'll see you again on the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Do you want to apply as a Sphere Rocket virtual assistant? Well, look no further because this video is for you. I will be telling you which requirements you will need to submit in order to apply to our new website, plus a few tips and tricks to help you with your initial interview. We have achieved a better way for you to send in your application, so let's begin. Step 1. Visit our website
at www.spherejobs.ph.
Step 2. Fill in the application by inputting your full name, email, number, and other questions that you will need to answer in order to move on to the next step. Step number 3, send screenshots of your updated CV, Tony Robbins PDF result, internet speed screenshot with a minimum of 10 Mbps, a scanned copy of your government ID, and your portfolio with sample works. Step 4, click the submit button and wait patiently for our email. Now here are some tips on how to stand out during your initial interview. Tip number 1, dress up as if you were going to an in-person interview. Wearing something formal will give the interviewer a sign that you are serious about applying to this job role. Tip number 2, find a quiet space where your interview will be held. There's nothing worse than getting distracted by the noise around you and not being able to understand what the interviewer is saying. Tip number 3, be yourself and show up as confidently as you can. Know what you bring to the table and honor your worth. Interested in becoming a part of our team? Submit your application now
at www.spherejobs.ph.
Good luck!